As well, K-Mac Vintage. Coming to you a bit late today, but anyway, at least I'm here, right? Um, I have not been sitting idle. Every day I've been working on some things. I've been working on the Apple III. Um, that machine is kicking my ass, but the thing is, I don't have all the chips I need, so I had to park that machine for now. Still getting some strange things with it, but anyway, I do have another Apple III on the way. I'm hoping to get it next week. Then I have a test machine, and I have two that I can salvage parts here and there and see. Because what I'm thinking is that some of the custom chips, some of the custom PAL chips, some of the PROM chips that are being used for the addressing and the paging and all that are bad. So anyway, we'll see. So what I've been doing then is, if you recall, I have two 6100 boards to work on. I actually have three. One is my board that I bought for me to have a working board, and I bought it already working. And I tested it today. It is in very good shape. It does run. Then I have two that came to me via a client in North Carolina, but the boards are originally from actually Sweden. And one of them I've already started working on, and I've got two different videos out there about them, repairing the pads for the memory and the traces and that. I will get back to that one too. The second board for the same person is one that he's had for a while, and it's changed hands various times, and it seems to have been used for a parts board because there were a lot of little things missing from the back and the front. I had like nine capacitors from the back missing, two actually resistors, and some small little surface mount capacitors from the front, and so forth. So I don't know why those were missing, but anyway, I put them back. That's why I have a sample board, you see, so then I can take off that component from that board. I can take a reading of it and get the proper value, and then put that on the board and that. So anyway, so I did all that preliminary. Well, board number two, I, um, basically he said it never worked. Okay, and I can see why it never worked. There were too many things missing, and there was some things wrong with it. So let's go to the desk view, and I can show you a little bit of what I'm talking about. Okay, and I'm going to use my pointer here. Hopefully it will work. Anyway, I had a capacitor here missing, a small little one. I had some other little things that missing, so I put all those back on the front and the back. It's got 11 capacitors, 11 4716s on it. Um, these boards are pretty good still. You don't really need to recap them, but anyway. Um, so when I got the board, it had some very big capacitors on it. I mean, way big. So, and by inspecting it, I started seeing some damage right around each capacitor, like some actually trace damage and so forth. And so I decided to take off all the capacitors that were originally there, and I put on new ones. Because I want to see what's under them. Okay, a lot of these boards have. Um, I can do it. I can show you better on my scope view. Um, for example, right here. Okay. Um, a lot of traces that run under the capacitor. Okay, and if the capacitor is too big or something, or the pad is too big, the arms of the capacitor. I mean, let me show you what I mean by this. Let me take out one of the capacitors that was on it. Okay. All right. This is the underside of the capacitor, so you can see it has a metal plate contact. These are the contact points that get soldered onto the pads, and you can see how wide they are also. Okay. So when you've got traces that are running very close, you got some traces that are running very close, like here, and those traces are actually exposed. You could easily uh, end up making contact with one of those traces if you don't put solder mask on it and so forth. Okay, so I saw that. Okay, and then as I kept on looking around, I saw here there was a lot of traces that were exposed, and they were now it was not protected with solder mask and so forth. So I went ahead and I covered it, and then I put that cap back. Okay. I don't know if you can see it from here. I was seeing a lot throughout the board. I was finding a lot of this little areas that seem to be exposed, or somehow something hit it and got some trace damage or trace exposure. Okay. Then I was coming up here and getting over here to these other caps. Okay, I got to find this one here. Okay, it's not the best of my solder work anyway, yeah, but it's there. See here too, a lot of these traces were in bad shape when I removed this gap originally. And I didn't like what was there. There was nothing here, so let me make sure there was nothing there. Let me just. Yeah, there was nothing there. See, what I'm seeing is this. I see that pad that's empty. So I'm finding this board has a lot of pads that are empty, a lot of things that are not put on. So I took off the caps and I see the traces underneath, and this one right here especially, there was quite a bit of damage underneath there, but nothing was broken. The only thing that was broken, and it broke because of me, was, and because it was already fairly loose, was this pad that this capacitor sits on. So I just put on a botched wire, connected it to the via that's there, come around, and just attach the wire to the capacitor there. Okay, and this one here too, this side with the pad was loose, but once the capacitor is soldered on there, it's not gonna move, it's not gonna go anywhere, this one. Okay, and then this one here too. This was all crooked, so I straightened them up a little bit. Alright, so, and you can see how much green I had to put down because traces that were being exposed, and I didn't know what condition they were in, so forth. I mean, one of the things that I found was like this. Let me zoom in some more to it so you can see it. Bring it up as close as I can for you. You see this right here? See, it is not broken. It's good. So leave it be. But you can see what I had to fix. So I was finding a lot of that with this board, and the board was not doing a thing. I wasn't getting a chime. I wasn't getting nothing. The CPU was getting hot, so basically I knew then that it was getting some current. All right, let me zoom back out and I'll go to the other caps. All right, there's another cap right here. Oh yeah, right there. Okay. Here there wasn't any problem. All right, but I mean, still, this trace is very exposed. But it's all right because it wasn't that close to the cap and it didn't go under it. Okay. Then I have another one over here. This one is okay, not a problem. I had this cluster of 3 right here. 1, 2, 3. So these here, there was no problem, and I didn't find any trace issue here either. Okay, so then I moved on to see what else I could find with the board. And what I was finding was on this chip. This is the doesn't even tell me FD11. No, it should be a U number. A U51. This doesn't even have a U next to it. I don't see the U because there I have a U18. Anyway, this big chip right here. Okay, I was finding a lot of legs loose. Okay, and a lot of it was due to just age. I mean, some sort of corrosion. I did fix quite a few of them. Okay, and I did a test. I was not getting chime, but as soon as I put some pressure on this chip, I was getting chime. Okay, so that means I still got some loose legs somewhere. I had the CPU clips keep on popping off. I need to bend them stronger. Um, so that's telling me I still got. So I still got some loose. Now I'm gonna zoom back in for me to see better. Okay, you can see good there. I can see okay too. You see now, I know this one is loose. Okay, you see how loose it is? Because I did solder back a lot of these, but I stopped. But I guess that loosened that one. So I'm just checking to see. I guess I could do them all, but the only reason why I did a lot was because I saw there were a lot next to each other that were loose. If it's just that one. Alright, so I got one here. See, all these I already did. That one's a little loose, but this whole side I already did. This whole side I did. I did most of this one already. Okay, so let's get to some dragging. Because that's how I fix these. Out of flux. Okay. Clean my solder tip. Put some solder on my tip. Okay. And I'm really gonna come here. I'm gonna heat up that a little bit, and then I'm gonna. Yeah, I'm okay if it does a bridge right now. I'll deal with it. I'll take it away. Yeah, I had a bridge, but it's gone now. Bridge is back. Okay, gone. Okay, so that's I done. It's that simple. That's it. I mean, it's not that it's difficult. let's go back and check these. Okay. Now what was happening was that I could power it on. I mean, if I put pressure on that chip, this chip, and I turned it on, I would get the chime and the system would boot up. And then we had this one up here, right? Again, that's just a few left, so we'll just fix them all. Okay. Let me get you in view. Okay, so again, I clean my tip. I'm gonna put on a little bit of solder, not too much, because I don't want too big of a ball. Okay, and I'm just gonna drag it. If you notice, I was dragging it really on the tip of the feet. And if I get a bridge, I work the bridge down to the edge, down to the corner. Okay. I think that's all we need to fix, because I already did quite a bit of the other stuff. I do want to clean this a little bit better. Then there's another flux still back here. Okay, now I'm gonna do my little trick to check for bridges, check the connections. Okay, what I do is I take my scope, I extend it all the way where I am at the edge of the table. Then I can adjust the board. You see, I can see off the edge of the table. You see how nice I can see that? I don't have any bridges there, not on that side. This side I didn't solder. Let's go to this side. I don't have any bridges, so we're good. So that's my trick. I put my microscope just in the position where I can always hang it off the edge of the table just a little bit, and I can see. So we fixed that. So now let's see if it works. I mean, that's all we can do. Let me put some of the stuff away, clear my space so I can. Desk view. Let's go to the desk so where you can see. Okay, here we are. Okay. So I need to position this a bit like this. Yeah, I will adjust the camera. Don't worry. Okay. Put the SCSI there so it can boot up if it needs to. CPU is on good. That's on good. Speaker. Connect this. And we're gonna turn on. There's my tone. Something I didn't like. Huh. Something's still not too good there. Didn't do that before. See if the video comes up. Video not coming up. Video is not coming up. Alright, so let's put some pressure. This is all I did last time. Looks like we're starting some Space Invaders game or something. Something it doesn't like. Something else is barely making contact. Uh, Something's still not too good. Looks like I've gone a step backwards. That's a crash. Is the PowerPC supposed to do that? It's the first time I'm working on one, so I really don't know. That sounded like a car crash. Yeah, the video not coming up. I mean, I had this machine running before earlier, I had the boot screen and everything. I even have a video of it, so I know it wasn't that far off. Still not getting the video. So anyway, okay, so we still have something else then somewhere. That wasn't in good. That wasn't in good. But I'm still not getting the chime right away, so there's still something here with this chip. No, still not coming up. I know. Still something. So let's remove the power. All right, let's go take a look. Let's go look at some more chip legs. I'm convinced that's what it is. So let's go look at some more. Let's check all these that we did solder. All right, let's check this side. I may have to come and solder this side. I don't see any bridges. Huh. It's not bridges, that's flux. All right, so let's check the neighboring chip. I found one up there that I didn't like. One up there that I didn't like. over here. That's one. That's all right. These are all good. All right, let's go to up here where we did some brushing. Did some cleaning up here. Okay. I want to check this chip again. Make sure I don't see no solder ball or nothing. This side here we didn't solder on. Anything bad? This side's gonna be a bit hard because of that CPU that's in the way. Basically, I'm checking for any bridges. None there. Okay, so just for safety, what I'm gonna do is this side here that I did not touch back up. I'm gonna touch it up. I'm gonna resolder that side too. Wow, gone through some alcohol today. Sorry, is that okay? I need to do it from this side because it's easier for me to drag. Okay, if you notice, I'm not dragging on the legs. I'm dragging on the pads. and letting the heat itself get to the legs. Bridge, come on. I had too much solder. All right, let's get rid of the bridges. All right, bridges going. Double check. We'll hang off the edge. See how nice and clean. Alright, so now we touched everything there back up. Just for kicks, there's all these other two chips, and I want to check them out. These legs look a lot better than the previous chips. Aha, look at that. This one, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Was it 10? Uh, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Like 8. And it's a tight spot, so I'm just gonna touch up that one leg, okay? I think I still have a little bit of solder left on my tip. Yeah, I still got enough there. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So it's right here. It's a tight spot, so that's why I chose not to do them all. Okay, you see? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 was this one. That's good and secure now. These older boards, I found that you need to check. You need to check the legs of the chips. I mean, they might be touching, you might get a little bit of contact, but it's very intermittent. I just started to burn a little bit, so give me a second here. What happened to you? Okay, you can see, okay. Okay, that chip done. Let's check this next one. Check everything. Hmm. Oh, so I'm hoping to get the 6100 done. That's out of the way. Then I can focus on the other one that has the trace repair and pad repair. I still got 7100 machines. I got 75, 75 or is it 76? 75, I think it is. I still got so many machines to work on. So I'm sorry if this moving slow and boring for some of you, but this is something you cannot rush. You don't know what you're gonna find. And most of all, it cannot be scripted. Okay? My videos are in the raw. I don't want to waste time editing them and lose my productivity time. So I choose not to edit them and take out the boring, slow pieces. Because then I gotta spend hours editing and all this other stuff, and I got better stuff to do than that. I'm sorry. Okay, I do want to check one thing on the bottom here. I want to check this ROM socket. Basically, I'm just looking for some cracked solder joints or traces that are bad. Oh, you're not in focus. I'm not in focus either. Yeah. So that's what I'm looking for here. Oh yeah, there's one I don't like. Don't like this one. So for now, I'll just put some flux on it so that I know which one it is, and I'll come back to it. I need to go wash my eyes. They're burning. Alright, I didn't like that one, so I will touch that one up. I'm just gonna reflow it. That's that. Just that. Okay, let's give this board another test and see what we get. Oh, sorry, I had to go wash my eyes because they were stinging. So here we are with this board again. Now let's see what we get. Got the chime. Not getting video. The video's staying. Video's not coming up. I get the chime. So I gotta keep on checking. Something else is not right somewhere. The bad thing is I actually had it earlier. I had video. It was up. Something here back here is okay. It's not anything to do with there. Car crash. Alright, I gotta do some more chip checking. And that something is still, and I'm not gonna keep you watching all of that. I need to bend these legs back some more. Worst thing Apple ever made. Okay, I'm gonna keep on doing some magic chip checking. I'm gonna pause my recording, but I'll come back to you and let you know what my findings were. Okay, at my next actually test run. Okay, I'll be back. I've even checked the back side. I fixed two actually traces up here that I didn't like. I fixed them. So, I mean, it's making me think that there's still something not right because, see, now it's chiming every time. See, it doesn't want to chime. Okay, but if I turn it off and I just lift this corner a little bit, let's just put my thing a wick under it. That's it. Turn on. I get the chime. So something over here is a little loose, and when I lift it, it makes contact. And what's making me think is maybe a post of the CPU. Because if this chip was this bad, I wouldn't be surprised if there's something with the actual CPU. See, I would not be surprised at all if there's something with it. So, because I can't find nothing else. I mean, not on the top side. On the bottom side, I did go and I did look, and I did find how I found it. I don't know because they're so hard to see, and I mean, it's just like I zoomed right in on it. I did find a capacitor, but it was just a 1 picofarad, 1 picofarad, yeah, that was cracked. Okay, and when I took it off, it just broke into two pieces. So, but those things on the back don't do too much. I mean, yeah, um, they're there, but anyway. So I made check on this CPU. Okay, so I'm gonna pause again. I'll come back. I'm gonna do a quick check on it. I mean, I don't want to do too much more because it's already almost 11 o'clock here for me tonight, and I've been at this all day. I've been a long day. So, but let me see, and I'm not getting video either. So, I mean, something is not something. Something's still not that. Something's still not kosher. So, we'll figure it out. Okay. I'll be back. Well, I want to show you all what I'm seeing. I mean, there are a lot of legs on the CPU that are questionable. And even the solder is questionable. Let me see if I can give you a better focus here. Okay. It looks like the solder is real bad. And I'm trying to see what I can do. Because if I see the leg move too much, I like to tack it back down. And they seem to be sitting on a pad or something. You see, so the solder looks so bad. They did that and now they're making contact. You see how those legs just move apart? You see, look at this. So what I do is I touch it up here on top. I put a little bit of pressure, then I heat the pad up, and the leg pushes down and reattaches. Let me see, so it looks like it's sitting on like some solder paste that never really melted good. I don't want to sit here and do every single one of them. And earlier I did a drag solder and oh my god, what a mess. Took me a while to clean it up. So I did some of that. I did some drag solder on the. I already checked this side here. I didn't really find too much. It looks like the CPU was off before because there's so much flux in this thing. Now I can see why they went away from legs. Oh, they went to sockets and that. Oh my God. See this side here pretty good. It was the other side that I drag soldered. And boy, I had a mess to clean up. This side here I drag soldered. Don't like that one. I didn't drag solder the whole thing. So I put a little bit of pressure on the top there. Then the leg drops. That one didn't drop too good, but it's like these legs are sitting like in some sort of molasses or some sort of Play-Doh. Yeah, I didn't drag solder the whole thing because it was a mess. Then I found my other way of doing it by just tapping on the leg like I see that. You saw how that dropped? You see, and now it's connected good. I should go and do that for all of them, but here's where I drag soldered and got into a little bit of a mess. But they're connected better now, so let's give it a shot and see. Okay. Let's go to the desk view. There we are. We're gonna give this a shot. Let's see. After this, though, I'm gonna end. If it doesn't work, I'm gonna end the video and I'm calling it a night. Let's connect the Blue SCSI just in case. Just in case it wants to boot up. Just in case we're that lucky. All right. So, what do y'all think? Nope, not the CPU. Unless there's still some lags, I need to get some better connection. Because that's do my trick again. Do I get video this time? So there might be a tray somewhere or another little component down on the other side or something that is not making good contact. Let's see if I raise it like that and then push down a little bit. I'm trying to get the video back. I mean, I don't know why it doesn't do that second check. My light on the monitor stays orange. Usually by now it should go white and then something on the screen. Might still be the CPU. I mean, might still be the that solder how it looks because it looks like someone had it off before, and it looks very bad. Not putting a lot of pressure. I'm hitting the chime though. I gotta recheck these two again because that's the only difference. That's where it all started. Doing this one that I got problems. Maybe I'll take it off and put it back on. Really, they're not that hard to actually put back on. They're okay. They're easy chips. Your anchor one corner here. Good. Anchor the opposite side using your soldering iron and line up all the other ones. Line it up, and if there's too much pressure, you come back over here and you release, and you just melt it, and um, it will get back in place. It will release the edge tension, and then you just line them all up, and then you just drag it. So I may have to do that tomorrow. I may have to take off this one. Let me check and see what these chips do. I don't even know what they do. I don't even know which ones they are. I didn't even bother looking at that yet. So, but let me see if I just have it down down playing again. What a little bit. I mean, I'm not even quarter of an inch off. Something is loose somewhere. Could be in the wrong socket. That's right there. That's getting some tension on it. Usually, when you're picking up like as you this, I mean, you're not putting tension here. The tension is more at the pivot point. Anyway, I'm gonna end this video. I'm tired, as you can probably see my face. I'm gonna check this video connector though, make sure that's soldered good. So, but I'm gonna end the video, guys. Y'all, because I'm tired and I gotta get to 11:18. So I still gotta remux this and actually upload it. Anyway, folks, this is part one, board two of the 6100. I will continue on this tomorrow and some more videos. Okay, so enjoy watching them. I hope they're beneficial. And good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good night, good day, whichever part of the world you're in. Okay, thanks for watching, y'all. Bye bye.